because it's not football, it's hand egg.
About to go green. Stay focused. Green flag, green flag.
So did I do that wrong? I never have any idea. My advice would have been bet win half. There's an excellent chance we're going to have trouble with confused back markers and all sorts of things can happen. You never know. But I'll do my best to win no matter what. I wonder what happened to the car that was in P2. They dropped off the grid right before we went.
Dude, you just slammed on the brakes.
No, I didn't quite slam on it. I put on the brakes to prepare for that turn and just slammed me in the back. Thank you very much.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
And there goes my night. Thank you very much.
Good job. Best lap time, 1 minute 23.376.
Pit girl, replay last incident?
Replaying last incident.
You know, because usually during the first lap, you don't want to...
You gotta include the commands, either replay or cameras.
Ah, Larry, come on.
Back to you.
Thanks, Pit girl. Pit girl, set camera to rear chase.
Rear chase camera. We're down in position number 2 now.
That's just because somebody behind pitted and teleported ahead of us. Don't worry, all's well, we're still in the lead.
Good job. Quicker lap time, 1 minute 17.961. Awesome Chris, number 1 currently.
Good, Mike.
Thank you.
Great, best lap time, 1 minute 17.760.
Pit girls, that came with a TV mixed.
TV mixed camera. Good job. Quicker lap time, 1 minute 17.413.
What's Jesus' pace behind? Like, seems like he's just keeping right up with me. Well, that's no good. He's supposed to fall back and just let me drive away. Jesus, this is not what we talked about. I'm using the GPS form the way it's supposed to be. I even had enough flare.
Well done. Quickest lap, 1 minute 17.279.
Apparently, he's not just falling back, but we'll see what happens. I need to stop driving in the mirror and just focus on hitting my marks and stuff. Like that. Oh, that was terrible. I set it to like TV mixed, so it's like a different set of cameras.
OK Crew Venus 9034. Rear chase camera. New personal best lap time, 1 minute 17.243.
How is that a personal best with that terrible rundown from the Roadster? Big girl, private message car behind on train.
Private message car number set to 4 for Jesus Castillon.
Thanks, man. Just trying to make every little bit count.
New fastest lap, 1 minute 16.742.
I'm sure he's much slower than me in many places, and it's just been luck that he's been able to keep up this long. Now that he's realized the futility of this fight, he will lose the race. He will lose the will to race and fall back. Beam of pure antimatter. Which I guess means that it doesn't matter.
Warning, 11 in front has a relative low rating of 1.2k.
Okay, Michael, how's
Sorry
it gonna
about
go
that. I
down?
caught some sand there.
Girl, set camera to chase.
Chase camera. Thanks for Venus 9034. Roll bar camera.
Please don't tell me. Please let me by.
Right side. Clear on the right.
Hey, Jackal. Welcome to the stream, Jackal. I think for Venus it just set it to a roll bar, so it's probably on cooldown. Laguna Seca. Home field advantage. Yeah, I think Jesus has fallen back now to the point where I don't have to super worry about him, that I can't make any mistakes. So we got our first incident there, off track. Well, it's also the best track that I have had access to in the real world, so somehow, at least psychologically, that transfers into me generally having better pace here than most other tracks that I drive, so it's like a little bit of a home field advantage.
Heads up. Car 16 ahead of us has a relative low I rating of 848.
Good to know, Pit Girl.
Delta behind over 5 laps. Interval larger by 0.2.
Okay, Tom. It's a good track. Okay, so something totally happened. Quick girl, replay last incident.
Replaying last incident.
Jesus is totally gone now. Is the incident him by any chance?
Gap behind is 13.7.
No. Well, we've now got a 13-second gap. Which means I can be super conservative and cautious with these back markers who might be confused. Good girl, tell them sorry to see that happen.
Posting that sucks. Sorry to see it happen to car 4 as a private message.
Good girl, send a chat message.
Chat message sent.
So I guess we'll have to wait till the real replay to find out what happened to Jesus.
Note, car 15 in front of you has a relative low rating of 868. Silly. How patient do I have to be? Well, his livery is all about PlayStation, so maybe he's a Gran Turismo fan? Private message car head on track. Private message car number set to 15 for Jonathan Muda. First name is Jonathan Muda.
Right side. Clear.
Warning, Charles Bachman in front has a low rating of 675.
Everybody's got to start somewhere. They started about twice as high as they are now, so, you know. Whew. Glad I got through there okay. I'm glad we didn't have, like, Jesus right on our tail that whole time. That would have been really frustrating.
R12 in front of you has a low I rating of 1.1K.
This is over 1K. That was nice intent, but just brake checking somebody like that on the line is not the way to do that. Good for laps left.
You have 7.3 laps left.
Oops. That was a lot of sausage. Good girl. Set camera to rear chase.
Rear chase camera.
Does the front wing look okay? Looks okay to me looking down the nose, but I can't really tell. Big girl. Set camera to... Big girl. Set camera to TV mixed. Big girl. Set camera to TV mixed.
TV mixed camera.
Dude, really?
Yeah, my bad.
I'm not hemorrhaging time on the straights the way that I would if I think I had aero damage and it's driving straight, so I think everything's okay. Francisco's getting close though, he's like less than 10 seconds away now.
Thank you.
Well, we've got like 5 laps left, so if he's 2 seconds faster than me per lap, he could catch up. Right?
Thank you.
Thanks, Ken.
Quick one, replay last incident.
No worries.
Replaying last incident.
That's the beautiful thing about math, Gravinus. It's not really open
Go ahead,
for
Buck
debate.
Scott.
5 laps to go.
Back to you.
Well, then it's not gonna happen. Yeah, he's 11 seconds behind now. Even like when I was super slow following those guys, you might have been 2 seconds faster then. Greetings, welcome to the stream. I'm glad to hear that you enjoyed Midnight Club. Yeah, MC3 was the first game where I was a designer, and I tuned all those cars and motorcycles and SUVs and muscle cars, all the stuff we had. But yeah, working on the Midnight Club games was probably the highlight of my video game career so far. I've worked on bigger games and more popular or, you know, commercially successful things, but for me personally, those games were amazing, and the team was awesome. It was like, honestly, some of the best days of my life in terms of work experience. Confused back markers ahead. Yeah, probably the Red Dead Redemption credit is like the biggest badge that I have to wear. And I think Midnight Club, I don't know as far as like gross revenue and stuff, but H1Z1 made a tremendous amount of money. Like between 2016 and 2017, it was the #5 game on Steam collectively for that whole period, which put it behind like League of Legends and Grand Theft Auto 5 and a few other titles, but only a few other titles. So it's hard to imagine like how much money that really was. And Midnight Club always felt like we were the redheaded stepchild at Rockstar. We didn't get like the marketing or publicity that we felt like, you know, the game deserved. But I think in any other studio we would have been a crown jewel. But for the executives and stuff, we were always compared against Grand Theft Auto, whichever version was, you know, current at the time, and we couldn't compete with those numbers. So I think other games like Need for Speed and Burnout and, you know, the other racing titles of the time, I think we were actually very competitive, but not in terms of marketing or publicity. Okay, I gotta be careful not to die. But it's all good. It was still, you know, tremendous experience working on those games, and I'm grateful to have had the opportunity. Hopefully that guy didn't feel like I pushed him off. Pickle replay last incident.
Replaying last incident.
It might not even be them.
Back to you.
Thanks, Bitcoin. Hey, Buttery Biscuitses. Hey, thanks. The newest feature is that you guys in chat can actually interact with PitGirl and choose like the camera and stuff. If you're a follower of the channel, you can do the camera controls, and subs and VIPs and mods can do replay callouts as well. So if you follow, and then you type in !PitGirl, she'll explain the syntax and give you the list of cameras that are supported. So it used to be super strict, and you had to do things like PitGirl and then set camera to and provide a specific camera. But nowadays I've made it a lot more flexible, so as long as you include, it has to start with PitGirl, but then as long as you have the word camera and one of the cameras.
Gyro camera.
There you go, gyro camera.
Fuel left.
So you could say, set camera to gyro, or please set the camera to gyro, or just gyro camera, or anything like that. Thanks. It's a work in progress. We've had that feature for about maybe a month now. And like I said, the subs and mods and VIPs can call out replays. Well, it's already in the gyro camera, and there's like a cooldown. So when anybody sets the camera, we enjoy that for a minute. There's a 1 minute camera cooldown, and then the user who changed it also gets like a 90-second cooldown. So if somebody else wants to change it, that user still, you know.
Yeah, we did it. Too bad it wasn't for $1 million.
Ooh, we win. The original user still has 30 seconds.
Congrats.
Thanks. Well, it was a little tense there for the first third or so when Jose was still behind us. Or not. Yeah, I have 2 accounts. One that joins as a crew spotter. Thanks, guys. Pico, replay my car.
Replaying you.
So this will be the finish. Thanks, guys. Congratulations, anybody but win, because that's what pays out when we win.
Good race, Scott. You had me worried there for a few laps.
The clock is now 7:49 p.m.
8KX, higher resolution win.
Pit limiter. 23 seconds to the stop. 16 seconds.
Okay,
An
car
SEC.
1
Back
on
to
pole
you.
position, finishing first position. I don't know what you people want from me.
Box now.
Okay, the race
But yeah,
is
with the
over.
2
Bring it on
accounts,
in.
for the longest time, I just had it run and use the spectator and chase camera. And then I set it up so that I could do voice commands to change the cameras. And then about a month ago, I did the Python integration for a chatbot script that allows you guys in chat to yeah, it's all, I mean, the majority of everything is really just voice attack, sending keystroke commands in sequences and stuff to iRacing. So I do have an API executable that I wrote that controls my wind simulator, and also like hides the UI periodically. But most of like the voice commands and the chat integration is all really on top of voice attack key command sequences that go through iRacing. Pitgirl, replay scene.
Replay scene.
Yeah, Pitgirl is the system that I use to interact with iRacing, and for the majority of like everything that I talk to her about that has anything to do with what's happening in the game, that's all the Digital Race Engineer, which is a set of plugins that was developed for iRacing specifically. So I think this is the start of the race. Pitgirl, set camera to rear chase.
Rear chase camera.
So everything that she does that's integrated with iRacing is really the Digital Race Engineer. But then I've done my own command sequences and stuff to do the replays, changing the cameras, text message. I can like send personal text messages to other people on the track. Well, it's like I said, it's a work in progress. The chat integration is the most recent thing, and that's the only Python script I've ever written, so I'm sure I'm doing it wrong in a bunch of ways, but I've tried to make it elegant-ish and use dictionaries and things like that so that I can dynamically add more cameras or command options and stuff like that. I don't know how many hours. I mean, I've been streaming since 2016, and it's been a work in progress, you know, the whole way. The Pitgirl script for you guys to do the chat stuff took 2 days, I think, when I first set it up, and then I've gone through a couple more iterations to make the parsing more flexible and stuff. So we survived the first lap. Big girl, set camera to chase.
Chase camera.
And I'm sure there were lots of incidents. Those poor little guys just sitting off on the side. Crunch. Well, and there are lots of moving parts with the whole stream. I mean, 2 systems running iRacing, voice attack. Voice attack actually runs on both the game rig and the stream PC, so that when I'm talking to Pitgirl for digital race engineer stuff, that's all happening on the game rig. When I'm talking to her about replays and camera stuff, that's actually on the stream PC. Crunch. And other bits, like there's a text-to-speech engine that I use. It's called speechchat.com that reads me the Twitch chat while I'm racing, so I don't have to like have the distracted driving of trying to read what you guys are typing into chat. It just comes across as audio for me. Yeah, the guy who told everybody to avoid him. Crunch. Oh, that was a lot more sausage than you could take. So yeah, there's a lot of moving parts, and it's amazing any of it ever works consistently at all. But so far so good. I'm kind of curious about what happened to Jesus, though. Maybe we're already past that. No, this is only lap 3. Oh my gosh. Well, you have to keep in mind this was the very first race for this series at this track for the week, so most people were not practiced up or competent, let alone competitive yet, I don't think. Okay, so there was a guy behind me. So, Jesus. Let's see what happened to Jesus. He was behind me for a long time. And then he crashed. Okay, so it happened in this lap. Okay, so he just killed himself. A little thunderfooty. Maybe a little curb. I guess it was dirt. So a little dirt there. And then just too much throttle there. Although usually you can hold that pretty well. Let's see. I'm kind of surprised that the car came out from underneath him that way. What are you talking about, Trevenus? That's crazy talk. Honestly, I think that if you were interested in just like boosting your IR and stuff, I think racing a week behind would be the way to do it. Or a week ahead, maybe think about it. Where you only do races Monday through Wednesday, and you practice for the entire, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you practice the next track. And so when Monday comes, you are on it, and you have pace and consistency, and you just win every race you join Monday through Wednesday. And then by the time other people have ramped up in their pace and stuff, you stop racing, and you practice all the tracks for the series and stuff that you want for the next week. I don't think I have the discipline to do it that way, but I think that would be a winning strategy. You're not going to encounter high strength of field races during that early part of the week, though, so you're not, I mean, your gains are going to be limited. I mean, it's like we won this race, but I think we probably earned like maybe 20 points because the strength of field was so low. But let's go take a look. I don't really have much to think about the rest of these incidents. Let's go take a look at the results. Sweet. I don't look at LinkedIn very often, but I'll take a look and accept your invitation or whatever. Okay, so fastest lap in the race by what, 3/10? That's pretty good. Started on pole position. We were car 1. I think we only had 1 incident. But yeah, we only gained 37 points. So, and it was like a 1.2 case off, or 1.3 if you round up. Okay, so we did have 2 incidents, I guess. And there's a funny thing with the UI where if you scroll over to look at your incidents, you can no longer scroll back to see the left side anymore. Oh, no, if I go down here, can I grab this? Ah, okay, so that does work. Weird. It's odd that you can scroll at first, and then it seems to break. Still trying to get to terms with the new UI. For the most part, it does everything I need to do, and I'm not one of the haters who refuses to use it or anything, but there are some, and it's also, I guess the biggest question I have is, like, if I wanted to message people, you know, like Jesus was with us for the longest time, and then he fell off, or, if you, it used to have an option like right next to their name where you could message them, I think. But now we have the option to look at their profile. And I can see their profile, but there's no message option. It's like you have to now go to the forums or something. I don't know. It's like if you wanted to apologize to a racer or something, it seems limited that you can't send messages easily anymore.